British pianist Nicholas McCarthy is hoping to perform for athletes at the closing ceremony of the upcoming Paralympic Games in London, England. At the moment, he's rehearsing for a concert in Malta, and that's where we reached him on his mobile phone. Oh, and it'll be helpful for you to know that Nicholas McCarthy only has one hand.
Mr. McCarthy, you're a member of Para Orchestra, an orchestra of disabled musicians in the UK. What would it mean for you to play at the Paralympics?
Well, I mean, nothing's confirmed yet. So I know we're all still, really hoping that everything is going to go ahead. But if we did get to the chance to perform, for the Paralympic athletes, that would be amazing. I know for all of us, and I'll speak on behalf of everyone, that it's a really exciting prospect. So fingers crossed, everything will work in our favour.
Indeed, you are the first one-handed pianist to have graduated from Britain's Royal College of Music, as I understand it. Despite the
that's right.
quite obvious obstacles, what motivated you to play piano in the first place?
It was when I was 14, actually, which is, really late for a pianist to start. And I just saw a friend of mine playing a Beethoven sonata, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the piano straight away, and I just felt that I wanted to learn the instrument. So I did, and then within 2 years I was accepted to the Junior Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London, and then I was accepted to the Royal College. And obviously, as you just mentioned, I graduated last month now. So yes, it's been a bit of a whirlwind journey since the age of 14.
There must have been almost endless people telling you that this was a dream. You'd never be able to be a professional piano player.
Well, I've got a very supportive family around me, and they've always instilled in me that, anything is possible. So, of course, like any artist, I did have my critics, and I did have the people telling me that I couldn't do it or this wasn't possible. But I think I just used their negativity as a positive, and I just kind of, carried on through it as I believed in myself, and I was very determined. So I think it's how you cope with negative comments is the main thing.
In terms of sound, how do you compensate for having only one hand?
Well, the repertoire I play is left hand alone repertoire, so it's very cleverly written. It's written specifically for the left hand, and I can't take all the credit. The composers who have composed for left hand are amazing. We've got big composers like Ravel, Benjamin Britten, Prokofiev, and nameless amount of composers. And it requires a lot of energy. I have to travel across the piano very quickly from the bottom to the top of the piano. I have to use clever pedaling to sustain, bass notes while I play up in the top register, and that creates a kind of, I'm almost faking a two-handed sound, but with only one hand.
Are there limitations to what kind of music you can play? I'm having a hard time imagining you could play a march with just one hand.
No, there are marches available. There's
Is that a fact?
In Benjamin Britten's Diversion for piano, left hand, and orchestra. I'm performing that next year, which I'm really excited about. And when I play that, there's a march in that concerto actually, which is really exciting. So everything is possible in that respect.
You talk about the composers that have composed just for one-handed, but I'm thinking that your teachers at the Royal College of Music, they must have had to think quite outside the box to help you as you moved along through your education.
Absolutely. The Royal College has been very supportive with me over the years. They have had to change certain syllabuses and change certain exams for me, which is great. They have literally thought out the box through and through, which I've always thanked them for. I think that's partly why I always wanted to go there, because I felt that I would get that support there. They've been absolutely fantastic.
I've seen video of you playing, and I wonder, when people first hear you perform, do they even realize that you only have one hand?
A lot of people do come to my concerts, pleading for the fact of they've heard that I've got one hand, so it's almost like a curiosity, how can this guy do this kind of thing? But once they've seen me play, they tend to return time and time again, which is lovely for me as an artist, because I think it shows that I'm doing something right, hopefully.
What reaction when people do make that realization and they do see that you are doing this with just one hand? What sort of a reaction do you get?
a lot of people are shocked that I'm even able to create the amount of sound that I do
sure.
at the piano. You know, a lot of people have come up to me after concerts and asked me if I've played with a backing track or if I've played with, you know, a pre-recorded CD behind the piano. And no, it isn't. I mean, it is just me and the piano. So I think a lot of people are astounded, you know, by the sound level and the capabilities of left-hand repertoire to create a huge sound. And if you close your eyes, I mean, you would never think it was just one hand playing. You would, you know, bet your bottom dollar that it's two hands.
You're performing tomorrow at the offices of Malta's Prime Minister. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a beautiful venue in Valletta in Malta, and we're playing a big open-air concert there. And I mean, I don't think the Prime Minister's going to be there actually because he's got other engagements as a busy man. But the venue itself is beautiful, so it's a real privilege to play there.
Any chance we'll get to hear your talents here in Canada anytime soon?
I'd love to play in Canada, definitely. I mean, if there's anyone listening to this recording, then obviously get in touch.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Bye now.
That was one-handed pianist Nicholas McCarthy. We reached him on his mobile phone in Malta. Mr. McCarthy is hoping to perform at the Paralympic Games closing ceremony in London next month. And if you'd like to hear more of Mr. McCarthy's music, you'll find it at his website, nicholasmccarthy.co.uk. That's Nicholas with an H.